Hey guys, welcome back to another session of Motivational Monday, and today we're going to talk about how to be extremely productive with your day. Hey guys, so often I'm getting asked how I'm able to do all the things that I do. What you may not know is I own 4 different companies and I still make time to make these videos. How does that happen, right? Among other things that I do. Well, it's because I take my time very seriously and I schedule almost everything throughout my day and I make those things a must to have happen. So before I start, let me start with a quote from The Art of War. Sun Tzu says, "Victorious warriors win first and then go to war, while the defeated warriors go to war first and then seek to win." So what that tells us is that unless we are willing to prepare and willing to really look at what has to get done, we're going to be subject to whatever happens, whatever comes our way. Many of us, go through our day with these hopes that we're going to be productive, but we don't take the time to plan it out and be strategic about exactly what we intend to accomplish, and then letting everything else and everyone else's agenda impact us. And then we end our day with being frustrated because we were able to accomplish a third of what we really wanted to. So I'm going to pull back the curtain and show you what we teach our staff, what I go through every single day, and what we encourage our staff to do every single day in order to gain control of what you really need to and really what you want to accomplish throughout your day. So it's called the Daily 6. And so this method of being able to manage your day starts with this. This is a framework. I'm going to break this down really quickly, but something that you can take home and utilize right away. So it starts like this. It's making a list of every single thing that you need to accomplish. It doesn't matter. You can add 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 things, 10 things. It doesn't matter what it is. It's a matter of listing it all down, because if you do not transfer what's in your mind onto a list, your mind, and you'll notice this, right? You can actually attest to this. At noon, your mind reminds you of, oh, I got to take care of making that phone call. And then you go on with your day and you don't make the phone call. 3 p.m., your mind tells you again, oh, don't forget to make that phone call. And you're busy with other things. And then next thing you know, at 7 p.m. at night, your mind is asking you and reminding you to do the same damn thing. Why is it? Because you know what? You haven't dumped what's in your mind. You got to do a data dump first in order for your mind to say, okay, it's written down. I don't have to continue to remind him or her that this issue has got to be taken care of. The main function of our minds is to delete. That's what it's doing. It's functioning most of the day by saying, what is it that I don't need anymore? And when you're not putting it down on writing, your mind is working to remind you of those things. And as your mind continues to remind you of those things, it equals stress. And so then you're like, shit, I have all these things that I have to do. When the reality is, it's a recurring thought that continues to happen. It could be 4 things, and those 4 things keep coming around your mind, and they keep stacking up. And in your mind, you've got 16 or 32 things that you got to take care of. You need to stop that madness. First things first, dump. Do a data dump. Step 2 is now this: delegate. Out of the list that you have, ask yourself, what can be delegated? Maybe this can be delegated to a staff member. Maybe this can be delegated to a superintendent, to a technician, maybe even to the CEO of the company. Whatever it is, you figure out. Step 2 is delegate. Of this list, what can others be responsible to take care of for you? Okay? And that's going to be part of your process to be able to man up and say, okay, hey, reach out to these people and say, look, I've got these things to take care of. I was hoping I could have you take care of that for me. Can we do that? And you start to get this list lighter. And by the way, when I say delegate, you're not delegating the most important things. You're delegating what you think others can take care of for you. If something needs your signature, your voice, your stamp on it, That is not delegatable. No. You're going to delegate only some of the minor things that you know others can handle. If it's going to impact a sale or impact your reputation or impact the business, you cannot delegate that. You delegate the smaller things, okay? So that's number 2. Number 3 is out of these items that you have, you begin to prioritize, right? Maybe this one throughout your list is actually number 1, and then this one is actually number 2, and this is 4, this is 3, this is 5, this is 6, 7, and 8, okay? There's no order to this, and I don't expect you when you're making your list to prioritize them. Your goal here on your list is do a data dump. Number 2, you delegate. Number 3, then you begin to prioritize, okay? So now that you have everything prioritized, step 4. Now this is the one that most people leave off, and a lot of people have not heard of, and if they have, they hate it, okay? Because it shows up like accountability, and it is accountability for yourself, and you're respecting your own time. So here, what's happening is you are scheduling time on your schedule, okay? And basically you're taking your day and you're saying, okay, out of all these things that I have to do today, this is how my day starts out. And you allocate the amounts of time. So here you have, when I say time, it's actually 2 things in one, but you're gonna delegate whether, okay, that's 1 hour, okay? Or one of the things here is going to take you 2 hours. Or one is going to take you a half hour. Okay? That's the time aspect of it. You have to then say, okay, these things, how long are they going to take me? You figure that out. Then here is a schedule. And here is where it shows up like this. 6:30 to 7:30. Okay? 2 hours. If this is priority number 2, then you are at 7:30 to 9:30. And I know a lot of you are saying, this is ridiculous. This is not obtainable. Let me show you what it looks like in reality. I'm gonna make this video quick, but you need to grab this and you need to apply it. You know, a lot of things that we teach, you need to apply just so you can experiment. Experimenting is one of the biases that you have to own. You've got to start to be willing to jump into some of these things. So this is what the Daily 6 looks like. To give you an example of a schedule, from 6 to 7 a.m., priority number 1 is meditation or working out. Okay, whatever it is for you, that is your schedule, for example. Then the example goes on to between 7:30 to 8, which is a half hour, right, is a conference call that you get on. Then from 8 to 11, now you got this blocked out for what? For a job site inspection, okay? And I'm gonna touch on these red lines here in a second. And then from 11 to 1, you're going to write the estimate and do an upload, for example. And then from 1 to 3, you're getting contracts signed. Contracts signed, maybe 2 or 3 contracts that you know from the days before you had to get signed, or even today you get signed. So that's a priority as well. From 3:30 to 5, you're going to your second inspection. And then from 6 to 8, you're writing your estimate from home and you can upload that dang thing. But check this out. Many of you are going to say, what about all the phone calls that I have to make? I have production, I have my clients calling me, estimators calling me, you know, people in the business calling you, right? I understand that. Here, when you have to return phone calls, here's what I do. These red lines here are travel time, okay? You have some travel time built into these, okay? And that is when you take care of these phone calls, okay? Net time, no extra time needed. You don't need any more extra time. You don't need to block out time to make phone calls. Now, if you're gonna make sales calls, that definitely goes in here. You say, hey, I'm gonna block out 2 hours for commitment of sale calls, and you do that. But in this case, these are the areas where you have some extra time to get on the phone, to make some phone calls, to delegate if you need to, some more, and make things happen. So many of you might look at this and say, hey, this is too cumbersome. But if you really wanna take your time seriously, this will help you be able to respect your own time. Here's one last example. You could be in the middle of writing your estimate during this time, and someone walks into your office, knocks on your door, and says, hey, OP, do you have a second? You know, I'm in the neighborhood, I just want to stop by and say hi and talk to you about our services, okay? And it could be a vendor. And your mind is saying, they've taken the time to come out here and come see me. Maybe I should give them my time. And I say, bullshit. Stop doing that, okay? Just because that person decides to come over and think that you're available, I look at it as that person is trying to steal time from me. If you really are interested in making an appointment and sitting down and talking to me, then call and schedule an appointment. But to believe that you're going to walk in, take my time, whether it's 10 minutes or 5 minutes, it doesn't matter. If I detract from this, then I'm not honoring what I said to myself was going to be super important for my clients. Now I'm letting someone else come in, manipulate my time, and now guess who's pissed off at the end of the day because this got interrupted, okay? And you know, whether it's 5 minutes or 10 minutes, it's going to take you time to get back in the groove of this. It can take you another 15 minutes to get back in the game of this, and by that time, you've lost your concentration. Now you got to get on to the next thing. And so then you run through your day frustrated and you're not sure why. Respect your time, and people respect your time. But as you respect your time, you become more effective and you get things done, taking stress away from you. I hope that's helped you guys out. Until next time, take it easy.